My name is Nadia, and I learned the hardest lesson of my life from a single bank notification. It was a normal morning. I was making tea before work, half awake, checking my phone out of habit. Then I saw it. Withdrawal, $18,700. Successful. My hand froze. I didn't make that withdrawal. I opened my banking app. My savings account, the one I had been building for 5 years, was almost empty. Rent fund. Emergency fund. My future. Gone. My heart started racing as I checked the details. The transaction was done using an authorized device. Only one other person had access. My mother. I drove straight to my parents' house. The house was loud, full of decorations, fabrics, and relatives. My brother's wedding was just days away. Music played. People laughed. But I walked in with one question. "Mom," I said, trying to stay calm, "did you take money from my account?" She didn't even look surprised. "Yes," she said simply. I felt like the ground disappeared beneath me. "You took all my savings." She sighed, as if I was the one being difficult. "Your brother needed it. Weddings are expensive." I stared at her. That was my money. I worked for it. "And you'll earn it again," she replied quickly. "You have a good job." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "And me?" I asked quietly. "What about my plans?" She waved her hand dismissively. "You're not getting married right now. Why do you need so much money?" That sentence hurt more than the loss itself. Because in that moment, I realized something painful. I wasn't seen as someone with a life. Just someone who could be used. On my way home, memories started connecting like broken pieces. Every time I paid a bill without being asked. Every time I gave money just for a while and never got it back. Every time my brother needed help, and I was expected to provide it. And every time I stayed quiet. Because I believed. Family comes first. But no one ever said what happens when family only takes. At home, I sat on my bed and stared at my empty account. Years of hard work. Late nights. Sacrifices. All erased with one decision that wasn't mine. My phone buzzed. A message from my brother. "Hey, heard you're upset. It's just money. Relax." Just money. I closed my eyes. Something inside me finally snapped. I opened my laptop. No tears. No panic. Just clarity. First, I called the bank. "I want to revoke all shared access to my accounts immediately." "Done," the agent said. Second, I filed a formal dispute. "Yes," I said firmly. The transaction was made without my consent. My voice didn't shake. For the first time, I wasn't protecting anyone. I was protecting myself. Then I transferred my remaining funds into a new account under strict security. No access. No exceptions. Finally, I sent one message to my mother. "You didn't just take money. You broke my trust. I'm fixing both." She called immediately. "How dare you make this a big issue?" she said angrily. I replied calmly. "You already made it one." The wedding day arrived. The house was full. Lights, music, laughter. Everything looked perfect. Except me. I stood quietly, watching everything from a distance. My mother avoided me. My brother acted like nothing happened. Then, during a family moment, my mother pulled me aside. "Don't create drama today," she whispered. "At least for your brother." I looked at her. "I didn't create this," I said. "You did." She sighed. "Why can't you just let it go?" I took a deep breath. Because I'm tired of being the one who always does. For the first time in my life, I walked away from that conversation without guilt. Weeks passed after the wedding. Things changed. Not perfectly. Not suddenly. But clearly. I stopped sending money. I stopped saying yes automatically. I stopped explaining my decisions. And slowly, they stopped expecting. One evening, my mother called. Her voice was softer this time. "I didn't think you'd take it this seriously." I replied. "I didn't think you'd take everything I had." Silence. Then she said quietly, "I was wrong." It wasn't a perfect apology, but it was a start. As for me, I started saving again. Not just money, but self-respect, boundaries, peace. Because I learned something important. Final voiceover line. Money can be earned again, but respect must be protected the moment it's lost. The end.